I think this live stream can benefit all women, and particularly I am deeply interested in connecting with women who have a call that's bigger than them. Okay, you have a call that's bigger than you. Why? Because the power that I'm talking about, when I say here the lack of power, I'm talking about the real kind that men and women avoid. It's important that I emphasize that for those of you who are, you're seeing my face, you're hearing me for the first time, and you're perhaps new to the deliberate active world of power, or even if you've been watching my content for a while, hear it again. Reiterate, reiterate, reiterate. Real power is difficult. It requires determination. And the average woman who wants average things, she has no incentive, nothing that compels her beyond the pain that's required, the determination that's required, the radical honesty that's absolutely required for real power. Not the power that she has to try to manipulate through tears and pussy and grabbing her man through her false submission. That's most relationships. And as I say, hey, plenty of people are doing that. I'm reiterating, this power I'm talking about is for women who have a call that's bigger than them. And that call, they've run from the call and hid from the call and been dragged around their life trying to run from the call. That's a very different woman than the woman who just wants her bills paid and to live a regular life in the suburbs. This is not about better than, what's right. It's about who you are, admitting who you are. And oftentimes for women who have a call that's bigger than them, on the path of admitting who they are, there's this whole, why can't I be normal? I wish I was normal. This is difficult. Why can't I just be a normal woman who just wants a husband with kids? Why can't I? Okay, so I'm saying these things. I reiterate, repeat, because society is so designed to kick us into amnesia, kick us into hypnotic states, have us forget, and then we just, on TikTok, oh, I forgot. Oh my God, I just was distracted. Oh my God. Society is so designed to kick you. Everything is to kick you into a hypnotic state of amnesia, forgetting who you are. So I reiterate, and for those of you who've been watching you hear me say the same things over and over and over and over, because it is so important that we remember. This is diligent, determinate work. So in that, we can see why the average human who wants average things, who is very satisfied and satiated by a regular life, will not endure the difficulty, the determination, the long term. When I say long term, I mean for the rest of your life. There's no incentive. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I just want to have a job, live, why would I do that? All right, thank you. I think we have created some clarity here. Hello. So, Black women are just pretending all the time. We know, for those who know, right? We just wear masks. And people think that we are, right? They think what they think because we just choose to operate in a masked state, a variety of masks. And we pay for that, right? We pay for that. And today I want to talk about the way we enslave men with pussy, with telling him what he wants to hear, through false submission, all to keep him cornered, wherever we want to keep him cornered. Whether keeping him cornered is making sure he feels that false sense of manhood that is so seductive to the male ego. That's the submissive role, right? If he's like feels like he has his own little kingdom over there playing husband and father, like, right? He's gonna have a hard time saying no to that and engaging in the struggle up of real power. Or if you just dangle pussy in his face, let's say you're his girlfriend, his lover, his live-in partner, his escort, his whatever, right? You just dangle that sweet hole in his face. Kiss him on the tip of his dick. You know how to suck him and fuck him and do all the things we do. Withhold attention. Give a little bit. Play the game. Touch him in certain erogenous places. Kiss him. Pull back. Lean in. Smell good. Just all the things. Right? Again, the words I'm using, I know, can freeze people who are not skilled with dealing with heightened states of arousal. So I'm going to pull back because I can feel it like getting hot and like pull back so people can process in the moment, right here, right now. Okay, so how does this feel so far? You see? We're talking about real power, the kind that would change the world when melanin dominant women decide to be who they really are. Those of you who have a call that's bigger than you. It is a huge responsibility. It's a huge responsibility. It is difficult. It's a huge responsibility. It is difficult. Of hanging out in the everyday realms of power described here that most folks are living in. And when you know how to do it, you know how to do it. And most people will hang out there. And so for women like us who have a call that's bigger than us and we come into interaction with men, first of all, I can tell you most men will not want to interact with us. They might want access to the coochie because most of them, like if you're a single woman or if you are dealing with, if you're a wife, right? If you're any versions of these women who hang out in the realms of low power, the man is dragged around by either a pussy being dangled in his face or a woman getting into all the roles inside of the wife dynamic that she knows keeps him hooked, where he never actually cultivates the power that only a man can cultivate in himself. And in this instance, we can talk about melanin dominant men, okay? And this also plays into another conversation. This is very dynamic. This also plays into the conversation of when women are out of power, men are savages, that's one. Two, how we keep thinking that the men are going to give us the power. And three, the responsibility that we constantly avoid, like playing damsel, wanting to be saved, waiting to be chosen, like all that. And then you end up conquered, overweight, and he wants another woman. You're unhappy. He's cheating. He's not respect, like all the game, the same old low powered cesspool that people are playing in. And I'm here to tell you that it is such a, oh my God, the time is now. It is such a soft, raw power that is going to fuck you up too as a woman. And you want that. So you can uncover everything in you that feels malnourished, whatever the thing is. It's just a malnourishment and a lack of cultivation of self. It's all it is. And When I say lack of cultivation of self, what I mean is coming into connection with the infinity of it all, the flow, the honesty of it all, and everything that you put on top of the flow that would have you be able to sit in a soft state and deal with anything and everything, not even just men, your children, your parents, colleagues, other people in the world. So you are authentically powerful, not the kind that needs to act nice or smell good and throw pussy in his face to make him do something, cry, withdraw to make him wonder where you are. Okay. And that's tantalizing for, depending on who you are, it's tantalizing for a while. All right. There's plenty of women who are going to play that game for the rest of their lives, but it always leaves both parties starving. That game of everything I just described, it all leaves you starving. So I'm painting these pictures and sharing these details so you can see. I'm talking about the kind of power that most of us will never touch. We're terrified to touch. We're not even in the relationships where people have the skill and capacity to watch us fall apart, be fucked up, look horrible, not match up to the characters we walk around with to keep a job, keep a man. And instead they're reacting to us because they're not developed in themselves. Where do we go to have these relationships to get to know our power? Because on the way to our real power, we're going to look like horrible people. Do you know that? You're going to look like a horrible, vile, mean, wicked bitch. And because of that, most of you cut it off. Hi, because I'm a queen, because I'm a goddess, because I'm a good mom, because I'm a good person, because, I'm here to help, because I'm a healer, because I'm the divine feminine. I am the wholesome good. And then anybody who's dealing in the realm of real power, we see all of the vileness behind your eyes that you're unwilling to allow yourself to work through to get behind why that veil is there to begin with. So you access a power that now in your relationship with men, you both become free. Why would a woman do this? This is difficult. Again, because she has something that's bigger than her. Everybody else who like to waste their life away, this is just an interesting live stream. Fake submission. Because niggas ain't shit. They're predators. Look at. Yeah, slaves to the pussy, because them niggas ain't nothing but siphoning the divine feminine. See, that's most people who are playing that game. The only woman who would do something so difficult is because she has something in her that's bigger than her that won't let her quit, that won't let her stay asleep or in a, amnesic state. So this is a lot. I know. It's intense. I know. It is going to be a psychic bloodbath. Okay? It's going to be a psychic bloodbath as melanin dominant folks really start to show who they are. This requires skill and determination. So you see why if you just want a regular life, you're not going to engage in the practice work to develop the skill. You're not going to be determined. You're not going to endure. Because most of us, all you got to do is just say certain stuff to us and we're out. Witch, whore, demon. The Bible says, all of that is like all the walls that are put up before you get to power. Like if she can't make it through this, we don't have to worry about her. Or him. Make him look bad. Don't do the thing that's supposed to look like respect. Cut him off here. Don't give him this. And we don't have to worry about you doing anything. You'll stay right here. And we're at the bottom because the systems, because they don't want us to have nothing. See, because they tear down everything we want to tear down. And let me say something about this they tear down everything we build. Let's go to Rosewood or any Black community that's been destroyed in the United States over the last 150 years. based on what you've read, so this is me talking, assuming that you have studied the consciousness of Black people at the times, right? The towns that were burned down, etc. Were we dealing in the power that only Black people have, or were we dealing in assimilation power? Were we dealing in the power that only Black people have when we built these prosperous Black communities, or were we only dealing in the power that allowed us to assimilate well, or to fit enough even in our Black communities? I can feel the intensity of this as I'm talking. Do we just want to be powerful enough to get a good corporate job to pay for our 5,000 square foot house in the suburbs? Know who you are. Is that it? Do we just want the power to be able to get jobs? I'm talking about power that literally, all the goddesses that we love to revere, all of the archangels that we love to revere, all this ancestral power that we love to revere. It's like we like to just masturbate with it and get all high and hallucinate with it. We don't actually want to embody it. Maybe I should talk about those of you who that's your game. You just like to get all high on it. What would it be like to have Harriet Tubman's alive today in modern living? The consciousness of it. What if that was alive today? Our erotic goddesses that we point to, what would it be like with her alive today? And by the way, we are alive today. We're just repressed, hiding, just dangling pussy in a nigga face to control him, playing good wife and daring him to actually being any real power that will require we live in that power with him. This is difficult. It requires practice. It requires you being in the relationship with people who can handle you being horrible. They're not only in relationship with you if you're a good woman, if you live up to the identity, if you live up to, as long as you don't make me feel uncomfortable, as long as you, don't you want to know those aspects of you that when you get triggered, they come out and you're like, oh, I can't believe I just did that. Where did that come from? Don't you want to know the deeper aspects of that in you so that it stops controlling you from the back? And you don't have to walk around tense trying to make sure nobody sees what's really going on deep behind you. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Do you? Let me know in the comments. Do you want to know yourself at these deep levels? Why would you do this? Just because it sounds, I'm intrigued. Wow, this is intriguing. You won't last. Who here has a call that's bigger than them? You have run from it. You have hid from it. It has dragged you around. You have found yourself in addiction and just the whole sick, whorish. You're going to live the rest of your life just not facing it. Become like the wicked grandma. You ever wonder about your grandma who, I can't talk to my grandma, girl, because, are you ready for the relationships that are apart? And you finally get to meet yourself? Finally. So you don't have to hide yourself anymore? Because I'm a bad bitch. Because fuck these niggas. These niggas ain't nothing but predators, bitch. Decenter these niggas. So, a couple things. One, If there's a relationship you've been avoiding, a conversation you've been avoiding, go have it. Go have that conversation with whoever that person or persons is. You will not become who you deeply know you are by avoiding difficult things, by avoiding difficult conversations, difficult realities, difficult relationships. You will not. You will only bump up against it again in a different way. And this is how you become 45, 55, not knowing who you are and living with this whole strengthened, egoic, unrefined identity that keeps you starving for the real you. And because you're unwilling to actually get to know you, you try to compensate it with travel and shopping and gossiping on TikTok and these intense emotions that you work like hell to keep repressed. You're going to pay one way or the other. And you're going to constantly have to play these games with men where you can never show who you are. If you're in that submission position as a wife, you can never show who you are because the whole bind is based on you being a good woman. So you're going to starve and you're going to become cold and evil, but it's going to be underneath because you got to mask it behind being good. Or you're just going to constantly play the whole dangle some coochie, pull back, cry, damsel, just like all the different, and in all that, you never actually get to know who you are deeply. You never get to live her. You never get to make decisions from her. You never will travel like her. You never get to be in relationships as the real you. And you just become an old, mean lady judging people on the sidelines. So that's the one. Go do the difficult things. 2, specifically if you have a call that's bigger than you. If you're new here, when I say bigger than you, I mean something that feels impossible, ridiculous. It's been with you for a while and you've run from it, you've hid from it. You have, all the things. It's horrible. You know, when you are this woman who I'm talking about, it gets real bad. You're like trying to hide it. It's like, it wants to express through you, but you keep doing a bunch of shit to keep it down. So then it converts into a demon. And its pure state is so benevolent. It is so... But the more you work to repress it, it inverts and you become this... And what you need is the environment to refine, to get to know, to express, and to work through all the layers that you've built up. The part of you that, because you've been starving for so long, the part of you that cut yourself off from your sort of boisterous creativity at 12, 15, because what your mom and grandma and what the church used to say, just all the things, the thing you got cut off from due to sexual assault. So then you morphed yourself into this, acceptable girl, who can get a boyfriend and get a job and all the things. And so everything builds up, a hunger, a self-hate. Listen, for a while, this stuff is fun to drag niggas with your coochie, to be inside of these marriages that keep you good and starving, and listen, it happens, y'all. This is what most people are doing, okay? And so a good number of you, that's where you'll be forever. And again, for those of you who have the bigger than you call, I'm inviting you into my bigger than you workshop. If you know you need community, you might as well just come over to and you're ready for community, you might as well just come over to the Womanhood Initiation, because that's what I'm going to be inviting you to all the time, because you get to start to build the relationships where you can get to know the parts of you that are ashamed, that are in pain, that are hurting, that are rageful with your mom for letting your child molester uncle come around, the parts of you that are longing for your grandmother's hug, the parts of you that are, like wanting to fuck a woman, the part of you that's like wanting to control that nigga because you felt so out of control when you were 4 and your stepfather did this, like all the things that's in there, but you just come out here looking like a bad bitch. You just come out here to be a good woman. My PhD, I'm so much better than you because I have a master's degree and you're nothing. I look better than you. I'll take your man. Fuck that bitch. She don't know me. I'm better than her anyway. Bitch, where you from? I don't know. But that bitch need to fix her teeth because, yeah, I still that bitch man. I'm the bitch, nigga. I'm number 1, ho. Yeah, you see? Yes? No? Have fun while it lasts. Real power is difficult. Most men won't want you. How about, let's go there. Most men won't want you because most men can get some pussy just hanging out in the land of, pussy being thrown around wherever it's happening, right? The wife who cooks that meal and plays good, at least it's reliable pussy, okay? And he gets a meal. Like, you got to have incentive to do this stuff. Otherwise, you will be hooked into these things that I just mentioned. And I know there's just one of you maybe, or a small handful of you who are ready for real power, who are hungry and willing to be determined and to endure for the rest of your life and the high responsibility and the erotic pain of real full power that has you in the relationships that are deeply nourishing, that has you able to sit in a non-tensed power, that has you in a land of no needing to perform for anything, pull any kind of control, subtle manipulative tactics, just like all the things women do who lack intimacy with their real power. So the Bigger Than You workshop and the Womanhood Initiation can be found with the link in my bio. Again, the Bigger Than You workshop, the Womanhood Initiation can be found with the link in my bio. And I'll say this lastly, all the women who are playing in any and every game you can think of and not think of. I steal your man. I'm better than you. Oh, nobody will want me. Just all of it. Bad bitch. I'm sneaking. You. Oh, I'm a good woman. I'm holy. And I don't show my body because I am a pure, wholesome wife. And all of it, no matter how good it looks, no matter how bad it looks, no matter how desperate it looks, no matter how small it looks, because women out of power play a whole series of games that are reflective of a lack of power. Just know all of it is a lack of power. And you take and spit some real power to any of those women, they know. Okay? So if you bumping up against another broad, it's because y'all share that frequency of lack of power. You bumping up against any of it. Any of the things that y'all think, these fake ass fights y'all dealing in, I'm better than her. Bitch, you don't know me. Look how she looking at me. I'm above you because I have a PhD and you only have a bachelor's. Oh, because my house is bigger than yours. Look at my car. Like all of it is a lack of power and looking to wield shallow power in some kind of a way through a degree, a man, a look, good for you. And you're starving. Any woman who's not in her power will forever be starved. So she will seek to compensate with empty calories, with all of these other things. That's what it is. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all take good care of yourselves.